Oh, TJ. I want to be the first person to congratulate you on your victory. It is going to be wonderful to have you as the last opponent I will ever have to face that I won't have a choice when it comes to fighting. After the incident with my car, a wonderful opportunity has come up for me. All thanks to our friendly neighborhood Blue Hood, it was revealed that MNW has become extremely lax with their employee safety. I mean, come on, ruffians are just completely able to commit attempted murder within the company and nothing can be done about it? Well, this to me felt like the perfect opportunity for a lawsuit. My life was at risk in that explosion, and the lax security of this company was to blame. So, as a settlement, I will merely be taking the teeny tiny consolidation of complete and utter control of the entire company. That's right. Clearly the current higher-ups are putting the lives of its workers at risk with their complacency, so they are unfit to continue to run the company, and all their shares will be given to the victim of their apathy, i.e. me. By the time Multivania is over, I will be able to process charges, and with all the evidence levied against them, a verdict in my favor would only be a matter of time. So thank you so much, Blue Hood. Your brash actions have led to me becoming not just your heavyweight champion, but your CEO. As for TJ, well, you're the last step in my path of complete control, so let me just say this. You will not be leaving the ring with me in one piece.
So, accordingly.
Accordingly.
Got it.
Good evening, Multiverse! And welcome to another exciting episode of MNW Warzone. I'm your host, Warzone General Manager Jerry Aldini. Folks, we are on the cusp of Multivania. And it is heating up, and as is obvious to everyone, the main event for Warzone for Night 1 will be TJ the Mint Gable versus Sir Uncle Dunk for the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship. But folks, that leaves a hole in the card because we need to have a TTV match at Multivania, which means we need new TTV contenders. So next week, we are going to have two matches to determine who will be the contenders. And those matches: One Chance versus the Wide Bastard Minuano. Their rubber match will determine who gets to go to Multivania. And in a match I think everyone wants to see, the Vehicular Incident Malice Prime versus the unstoppable Goliath Gore. Now, there's other news we got to get to because a lot's happened, and of course, one big haunting question, and that is what happened last week when Theron Eldrazi kidnapped MN Blast host Caliburn. Now, before we get into the news around that, I have to play for you some folks, this was sent in, and I have been informed that in the interest of clear audience participation, I have to pay this right now. So, folks, what you're about to hear is highly disturbing, and just be forewarned.
Kane, you thought I wouldn't find a way to get to you. You see, Caliburn is gonna take every ounce of punishment until you take your balls out of Mega Blitz's purse and you step up and be a man. Caliburn here is gonna feel every ounce of punishment I have to deal out until you step up and quit being a boy. And you see, there's one thing I know you hold dear that you still have in your possession, Kane. You see, I've been in your house and it's sitting up on your mantle with a bunch of pictures. But you know what I suppose Caliburn's will do until I can get to yours. So Kane, you gonna step up and be a man, or are you gonna continue to be a little boy?
You know, folks, it was behavior like this that got him banned from Flashbang, but, well, we'll have to see how that goes. So, one announcement I can make. Because we don't have Caliburn and Unkley is otherwise indisposed, we are going to need to determine who will be challenging Necrom for the Underworld Championship at Multivania, because that was part of... I'm not even getting into the whole story right now. We don't have that long. But in your main event tonight, we will have an MNW Blast Nexus Warfare Gauntlet match to determine Necrom's competitor at Multivania. But on this story, that's not all. I have just heard that Kane has a response to Theron, and we're going to head to ringside right now to hear from the master of 8,602 moves. That's it. Kane is coming out. He is not a happy man, as you can clearly see. You know, I spent a long time as the thrall of Dr. Grimm. I've spent a long time with Sith Lords, and I have never seen anything as sickening, as disgusting as you, Theron Markov. You are the lowest. A repeat offender who keeps getting away with torture and kidnapping staff? You are literally the worst. But I'm not gonna let that stop me. Because you know what I am? Better than you. So, first and foremost, to secure Caliburn's safety, I officially officially accept your challenge for a Colorado death match next week. You let him go, I'll get it done. But make no mistake, Theron, the gloves are off. Remember, you may go, oh, I'm a good guy, I'm a hero. I trained under a Sith Lord. I worked under the guidance of Dr. Grimm. I can get dirty. And so all the restraints are off. All the safety measures, all the things I do to walk the straight and narrow. Nah, not now. You want to go low? Theron, I will go as low as I have to take you out. Well, there you heard it, folks. Next week, all right, I guess we got to book a Colorado death match. Kane stepping up out of concern for Caliburn, an absolute, and let's be honest, very warranted disgust for Theron Markov. Well, that's how we're kicking off the show, and it's not stopping. It's not stopping. We have things we have to deal with because our first match tonight is insane because we have challenge matches happening at Multivania. In one hand, you have the ongoing, unmitigated feud between the former Robros, R. Sawyer, and Zeta. And if you want to hear more about that, let's hear from the undisputed future himself.
You know, I have this urge, this feeling, to say something, but I was having a little trouble about what to say. So I decided to look back into my own past, to find something worthwhile to talk about in regards to my Robro. Well, I found it. 3 years ago. You remember that time? The whole HR Sawyer thing that was happening? There were a few promos that I said that rather prophetically have played out for you and me. I spoke about our story, our legend. I spoke about how after handling HR that I would make my mark on this company and would write my own history and change things for the better my own way. And I also said that you were on an endless waltz. Well, rather than trying to trick HR, it's actually happening. Now we have a match at Multivania. But I'm not looking at you, I'm looking past you. I'm looking to after Multivania. You might think that's disrespectful, but I know you. I've beaten you. I can beat you again. And this is where I will shift things from you to someone that deserves my attention. To Uncle. After I've dealt with my Robro, your position on the board won't protect you from me. I don't care about the title you have. Even if you lost the battle Multivania, I'm coming for you. I only care about reducing you to the weak, crumbly dust that your entire empire is built upon. But don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you physically. I'm going to break and burn what you care about, Uncle. After Multivania, Uncle, you're next.
But as if that weren't enough, we also have a mask versus mask match, possibly a hero versus hero match between Mega Rider Nexus and Power Surge, with perhaps the soul of Power Surge online, and after last week getting the point out that maybe maybe he's on the wrong side of history and Mega needs him to step up? Well, for that point, let's hear from Mega Writer Nexus.
Here I am, trying to help everyone in Warzone by taking care of all of these scoundrels and villains, and I even tried to champion a group of like-minded heroes. And what do I get? All the heroes going off like ADHD cats sniffing fancy feasts. All the while, we got the ICC becoming a dictatorship. A being from heaven deciding to take a page of the Book of Enoch and go full conqueror. The geriatric gazillionaire being the absolute worst champion and abuse of his authority. And don't even get me started on what's brewing with Murder Cave Gone, because no matter what happens, Dr. Frickin' Grimm just doesn't stay down. And to top it all off, my former friend decides to go car bombing, and the new kid thinks that's inspiring. You think I like being alone in this crap show? I broke myself physically, spiritually, and emotionally just to keep this flame of hope alive. And what thanks do I get? Absolute apathy! Either everyone rather embrace all this nonsense, or don't care about everyone and the fans stuck in the crossfire. And yet here I am, the only person who gives a damn, and failing everyone who believes in me while this show goes down a hole of corruption and shit. Why do I even care anymore? I'm tired. I'm alone. And I've lost my last bit of patience. Power Surge, you better prove that I don't lose my hope for this place, and to you. Because after Multivania, I'm done with everything. Ride or die.
Heaven or hell, it doesn't matter.
So, a lot is on the table. And with all that said, folks, it's finally time to get to our first match of the evening. And let's just say it's a very unique tag team situation. Who does it involve? Well, you just heard from half of them. Let's head to ringside.
Your opening match is scheduled for one fall and is a tag team match. Introducing first, Mega Rider Nexus.
The Henshin hero who's at the end of his rope, trying to stand as a beacon of hope in an increasingly dark Nexus. And as for who's his partner, well, folks, you're gonna have to see this to believe this.
And introducing their tag team partner, it's Zeta!
The Henshin hero and the ace of MNW, Zeta. So this should be giving you some idea of who their opponents are going to be. Both of these competitors have essentially grudge matches now at Multivania. Mega Rider and Power Surge in a masked versus match. Day 1, and R. Sawyer and Zeta in a special match, Day 2. Why is it special? I'll tell you after the match.
And introducing their opponents. Coming to the ring first, Power Surge.
And the young hero on the block, or I should say the young wannabe hero. But let's just say, as usual, poor Power Surge has terrible taste in mentors. Every time he gets a new mentor, it just doesn't seem to work out for him. Only this time he might be realizing it, but it might be too little too late. But mask versus mask at Multivania. Ham versus Mega Rider. We'll see one of their faces going forward.
Introducing their tag team partner, R. Sawyer.
And the undisputed future, R. Sawyer. Taking on his Robro, perhaps for the last time, at Multivania. And making it clear after that he will have his sights directly trained on Sir Unkley Dunk at a time when Unkley is consolidating power in the company like never before. So here we are. Mega Rider and Zeta versus Power Surge and Sawyer. Unlikely teammates, very likely opponents. And we're starting off with Mega Rider versus Power Surge. Oh, quick sling blade. Power Surge has a lot of pent-up emotion. How much of it is from bravado and how much of it is from guilt? And whip to the corner. Oh! Jumping punch. Oh, and showing him how it's done. And in comes the ace as Power Surge slips outside. So Zeta will just help himself to punching his Robro in the face. Oh, Sunset Flip on the outside. I don't even think he noticed. Power Surge back in the ring, and oh yeah. Yeah, the two legal men are not facing each other because they're indulging in their grudges. Somewhere along here, there's going to be a match, I'm sure. Oh! There goes Zeta. Oh, not quite judging the distance. And, well, at least now Power Surge is facing the person he's supposed to be. Oh, I thought he was going to throw him back in the ring. No, he just bounced him off of it. So Zeta will get it back where it belongs. And now the Robros face off. Just the way Sawyer wants it. And a quick tag to the Mega Rider where the Hurricanrana takedown on the Undisputed Future. And now with Sawyer in the corner in, there goes the ankle. And Sawyer fighting back with a suplex. Going for the crowd. Getting a chance to get his Robro back in the ring. But yet and still getting a flip DDT on Mega Rider. Getting him into the sharpshooter. Hoisting Zeta up and hurling him into the center of the ring. Tensions, tempers, emotions all across the Nexus running high. This is just a sample. Everyone's on heightened emotions with Multivania right around the corner. Oh, DDT! And slamming him down, folks. And just so you know, next week will be the go-home show. Oh, modified senton. And Zeta now taking his frustrations out on Power Surge. And folks, you think it's crazy over here on Warzone, it's almost just as crazy over on Flashbang. Everyone's running hot. We've got the Spectre of Uncle Dunk. They've got Lawson and the Executive Club. And what happens at Multivania when both sides come together for one show? Arm drag takedown. Break up by Mega Rider. And Power Surge flipping him over, taking him for the ride. Oh, and hitting the the lightning strike. Sorry, got to keep his moves in order. In comes Mega Rider. Giving him a fighting chance, letting him collect himself before going after him. Still trying to be the light in a dark universe. Oh, and taking down Sawyer. Taking Power Surge out of the equation. Leaving himself vulnerable to our Sawyer Cyber Stunner! Sawyer had momentarily thought about going up top and then realized chance to kick Zeta could not be passed up. And the ref finally regenerated. All right, and with that, Inzaguri and again, one for Jenny and the Wimp. And I think Mega knew that Power Surge was coming in and wanted it. But you can also just see in his style tonight, Mega Rider is so over it. Oh! Ego check! And a tag to the Ace, who now intends to show the kid how it's done. Oh, but misjudges his position. And these two, pulling him to the corner. Oh, and an elbow for his trouble. Missile drop kick. And now Power Surge in the wrong part of town. And with that, pretty almost shutting off the lights. And now Mega letting Sawyer know he's not too happy with him either. Oh, DDT on the apron. Surge going for the whip to the corner. Mega out of the way. And up, here it comes, folks. Crossfire.
And your winners, the team of Mega Rider Nexus and Zeta.
And there you have it. So, Mega Rider and Zeta going into Multivania with the momentum. How will that serve them? In the meantime, folks, social media has been popping off. Got this one weird message, though. Coming from, it's an encoded message from an unknown sender saying chaos, violence, and darkness seeming to ramp up as Multivania approaches. Makes one wonder, doesn't it? We will be watching. That wasn't ominous at all. Makes me wonder who it is from, because most of the usual suspects take credit for their death threats. One person signing his work is Damian Anderson, saying, as much as I am flashbang for life, I get where Blitz is coming from with his frustration. With Lawson trying to declare martial law over here, and this rebellion is mostly focused on fighting amongst itself, it's hard not to sympathize with his plight. Mega Blitz, I understand. Little cross-brand conciliation there from the Sandman, Damian Anderson, who I sure understand, since he is essentially trying to lead the fight over on Flashbang. And yeah, it's all chaos. Now, folks, as stated before that match, Mask versus match, Mega versus Power Surge, grudge match between Zeta and Sawyer. But I mean, Zeta and Sawyer have been here so many times. How are we going to handle that? How are we going to keep this from being the same old, same old? Well, there's a thought. And for the answer to that thought, let's go to ringside. And let's hear from Chaz Lee. Now understand, I hear everything. Everyone's saying, oh, where's the murder cave? What plan do they have this year? Well, folks, that's nothing to worry about. Don't worry. This year, everything's handled. And speaking of having everything handled, I have an announcement. Your general manager, Mr. Jerry Aldini, has appointed me the special guest referee for the Zeta R. Sawyer match at Multivania. As he put it, I'm essentially a neutral party. Insomuch as I hate both of them equally, and thus will be very happy to lay down the law to both. And it's great. They can hate me too. I'm the referee. They can't touch me. So, they can have all the violence in the rules they want. They can go after each other, and I promise I will show no favoritism. I will be equally harsh on both of them. And if neither can walk out of the ring under their own power, well, all the better. But no, because I take pride in everything I do, I will be an excellent referee. I will call it down the middle, because nothing will make them angrier than me being a fair, unbiased referee that they can't complain about. See you all at Multivania. Yep. I mean, what could I do? I had to figure out something. And at this point, that seemed to be the best decision I could come up with. I have a good feeling about it. In that, I'm sure it'll go horribly, but a horribly I will understand. So there is where we are starting off everything, getting ready for the complete and utter chaos that will, in fact, be